Hi, everybody. I'm Wanda from ReDiscover Psychological Services, and I will let Paula introduce herself.
Hi there, I'm Paula Gurnett. I'm with Stir Psychology. I'm a Canadian certified counselor, and I'm teaming up with Wanda with Couples Connection to put on a Gottman workshop talking about the 7 principles for making marriage work.
Really, what we wanted to do is we wanted to introduce ourselves to kind of get you comfortable with us, explaining a little bit about the workshop and give you an overview. Paula, I guess, what drove you to Gottman? What inspired you to become certified?
What I really like about Gottman is that it's based on 40 years of research. So I feel it really gives good tools that are practical and that it's not about just staying in therapy for a lifelong time of like, let's work through this forever. But it really actually gives you the tools to be able to go home and actually implement these ways of communicating and ways of being together that create connection and that can just easily flow and kind of just building in to a strong relationship. What about you?
So what I'm hearing you say is that you can kind of become your own therapist, really. Like you're not needing to come to therapy for a lifelong, you're really building in the tools. And I really have to agree. What I really love is that, and what really drove me to Gottman is it gives concrete interventions for couples. It's an easy process. So it's not something that, couples really have to think too much about. There's a concrete intervention that you can follow and practice. It really helps couples become comfortable with how the interventions are done. So I really appreciate that about Gottman. I myself am not a really structured therapist, so it gives me a little bit structure to my sessions, but then it also gives them structure to be able to follow that at home as well. So I really appreciate that.
I think that's huge, right? For people to be able to gain the skills and to gain the confidence. One part of the 7 principles that I really think is valuable is just being able to work on those perpetual issues. So those gridlock issues that kind of you've had the same conversation for years and it kind of gets nowhere or you never feel like there's resolve. And it really is super effective how Gottman lays it out in being able to face these issues head on and get some movement on it, which is, I think, is incredible.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because actually that's my favorite principles is when you're actually working on the solvable versus unsolvable issues. And then how do you tease them out? And then how do you bring in those interventions to work on the deep embedded issues and what's underneath them as well, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of times we don't listen to our partner enough to realize, get more answers and questions going on, to realize what's going underneath there for our partner. And so I really appreciate the interventions that kind of tailor to that. Mm-hmm. And I also really appreciate the daily bits for connection, building up the fondness and admiration and building that in your everyday, because I think that gets lost over time. We've both been in relationships for a very long time, so we kind of understand that, it takes daily work and small things. They don't have to be big to really work on that relationship in a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. I think that's huge, right? Just even that when you have a history with someone, it's easy to become complacent. And so to be really intentional about designing a relationship that feels great for both of you, as you respect each other's individuality as well as honoring the relationship at the same time.
I'm really looking forward. Really amazing workshop, an amazing opportunity for people. So I'm really hoping that we get, all of our couples in and they have just really great time and they learn a lot. I'm really excited for everybody.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. We're running it in Edmonton at the Radisson Hotel there on the south side, and it's on November 12th and 13th. Look up the website or the link below and get more information. Reach out if you want to connect, or there's the registration link as well.
Yeah, and both Paula and myself, we're available for any questions that you might have regarding the workshop. So do reach out and we'll provide you all the information.
Nice to see you, Wanda.
Have a nice day, everybody.
Bye.